Hello, my name is Rob McCartney, and I'm the Upper Midwest and Western Canada Regional Sales Manager for XLR. I'd like to take a few minutes to go over the standard features and options that we have available on our XLR Hyper Lite brand. So in our exterior value package, what we've got standard, you've got aluminum framed laminated sidewalls. And the benefit that gives you strength and integrity at any point in that sidewall. We build our XLR Hyper Lites on a 96-inch wide chassis. It's your traditional chassis construction and also saves some weight. One of the steps that we do, we take it a little bit further and give you a powder-coated steel I-beam chassis. The advantage there, if you're in the northern part of the country, is the salt and everything that they're putting on the roads. Your chassis is going to be protected from that. On every single Hyper Lite, we enclose your underbelly. So again, saving you from the road debris. So jumping to the top of the Hyper Lite, we include a one-piece rubber roof. Now this is covering your full walk-on roof. We use a 3/8-inch decking up top. You can walk wherever you want. In addition, if you camp long enough, eventually you're getting a rainy day. Well, what we want on a rainy day is we want that water getting away from the coach. So we include rain gutter drip spouts, all right? That way the water's not running down the side of your coach. As the industry has progressed, LED exterior lighting, all right? You're using a much more efficient lighting. You're not running down the battery. You can save the battery for the more important things. Every Hyper Lite includes radial tires with nitrogen fill. The benefit to you as the consumer, nitrogen runs a lot cooler. So now your tires are staying inflated at a proper pressure much longer, which also helps without breaking your tires down while you're on the road. Satellite prep, we include a satellite hookup onto the outside. If you choose to bring in your own receiver, that's completely up to you. Reverse activated rear floodlights, and these are LED also. The advantage there, while you're backing into the campsite, let's say it's nighttime or you're backing in alongside the house after a long trip, the last thing you want to do is end up hitting something. So when you shift into reverse, the lights kick on the back side of the unit and help illuminate what's going on back there. Your sewer hose storage on the frame, okay? Nobody wants to have to look for a place to hide your sewer hose. So we include a spot for you to put it. It's convenient, easy to get to. Hot and cold spray ports on every single Hyper Lite. Here's a nice little area where you can hose off your feet before you go inside. You can hose off the bike, the ATV. You know, if the dog's been in the lake and he's coming through on the beach and he's got sand all over him, you can just clean up before you're going inside the unit. Saves you a lot less wear and tear on the inside. Once we go inside our Hyper Lites, lots of standards built into the value package's interior. The first thing, in a price point where the Hyper Lite is, you're not typically finding today's higher end cabinetry. We use a shaker style cabinetry. It's more modern. It's the look for what folks are going for today. We use, again, the trendy brushed nickel hardware, a little bit higher end hardware. It's the same hardware we're using on our high end product these days. Nightshades throughout. So we offer a nightshade on your windows in all your living areas. The benefit there, during the daytime, you want the daylight coming in. If you want to take a midday nap, you pull the shade down and it helps darken everything up. On the models with a second garage area and a rear entry, we also give you standard the rear cargo entry door. This way you've got access to all living areas without having to traipse through the entire unit. 5,000-pound tie downs. XLR was the original 5,000-pound tie down in the industry. We don't chintz, we don't give you a cheap little ring. These are all that they're worth. We don't want them pulling out of the floor. We don't want the ring separating on you. We want you to be secure enough that whatever you have tied down in the back, when you get to your destination, it's in the same spot that you put it in when you left. High-rise kitchen faucets. So we want you to be able to get a water bottle in underneath, because nothing's more annoying than trying to fill up your water bottle, even at home, and you got to go at a 60-degree angle and the water's running out all over the place. So here, you just slide that nice bottle in underneath, much more convenient. Rounded shower rods and designer curtains in our bathrooms, because we want to give you enough space while you are cleaning up after a long day, and you know, that way the shower curtain's not sticking to you. You got a little more shoulder room to move around. Speaker selector switches. The nice thing, we want to bring our entertainment with us. Let's face it, toy haulers, we focus on a lot of fun. Okay, so this way you can hit your inside, you can hit your outside. You determine where you want the zones to be. It's a multi-zone entertainment. The premium fabric decors, we work with designers here in-house to make sure we're matching up with today's trends, to make sure that your countertops, your living rooms, they're all coordinated together. Ducted air conditioning and heat throughout. All right, many units in this price point are just giving you a central dump, which is fine if you're standing in the living room. But here with our ducted systems, even in our short little 19 HFS, you've got a ducted air conditioning all the way throughout the coach. AM, FM, USB, Bluetooth stereos. We've gone to a new, much more user-friendly, all your controls and your hookups are right on the front with this new system. Bluetooth, with everybody on smartphones and tablets and all that kind of stuff today with the technology, it's basically a 2-3 step process and you're connected instantly and you're having fun, you're playing the music you want to hear. 12-volt battery disconnect. That's included standard also on every single Hyper Lite, because let's say you're not going camping again for a couple weeks. Instead of having to unhook everything, you can walk inside the unit, you hit that little switch, and you're ready to go. It's killed power so that you don't have that power drain pulling and you end up with a dead battery in 2 weekends when you want to go back out. So your rubberized cargo flooring, again, this is a gas and oil resistant flooring in the back. You don't want the same vinyl flooring that you're using in your kitchen back in your garage. So gas and oil resistant back there. Bedroom USB charging stations. If you're like me, my phone is my alarm clock, okay? But I also need to charge it overnight so that I can be hanging out and doing things, taking pictures and videos the following day. So let's move into the Kickstart package that is included with every single Hyper Lite. First thing, we already talked about the ducted AC, so we mentioned that again. Just to remind you, it's a 13.5 BTU air conditioner. Spare tires, okay? We're buying quality tires that we can offer in this price point, but we give you the spare just in case. Black diamond plate on the front. So again, as you're towing with rocks, all that kind of stuff, kicking up, dirt and whatnot, we give you that protection on the front of the unit where it's most susceptible to the damage while you're on the road. Our two-tone diamond white and Aztec gray fiberglass upgrade has been a fantastic exterior look for our customers. The great contrast between the dark gray and the diamond white really gives Hyper Lite that pop that you need on the outside. And it ties right into our premium graphics. Again, in this price point, we could save a lot of money on graphics, but one thing XLR doesn't do is we don't cut corners, not even in our Hyper Lite product. The bow floor tile pattern flooring that we use, the bow floor carries a 7-year cold crack warranty on it, and again, we're providing value and a quality product in your vinyl flooring so that you don't have to worry about that. Generator storage, yeah, you're gonna have the optional generator storage for you up front. You're gonna have the box. You can store whatever you want in there, but if you got a portable or you decide to go with one of our optional gens, the box is all ready. It's all good to go. Aluminum wheels help finish off some of our look on the outside, because let's face it, we wanna look good as we're towing down the road. LED accent interior lighting on the inside. We were one of the first in the industry to be offering LED lights on the outside. We took it to our inside. The efficiency that gives you on the inside of the coach is great. The other benefit that gives you as a consumer is incandescent lights get hot. So now I'm at my campsite and it's 90 degrees outside and my air's running. I'm no longer battling myself and being my own worst enemy with the lighting on. These are a much cooler light also in the LEDs. The black tank flush. This is a feature that I can't believe everybody doesn't offer it as a standard feature on their units. In the old days, you used to have to take a bucket of water, or you used to have to stick a hose in through a door or through the window to help clean out your black tank flush. So here, with the black tank flush that we offer, you pull your valve, hook up your hose, and you're able to clean that. That has a built-in sprayer port on the inside so that you're getting everything cleaned out. Our solar charger input, with more and more people going off-grid or just wanting that additional trickle charge, we offer you basically the quick connect. You're gonna have an input where you can connect your portable solar panel right into that plug, and you can be capturing the sun's rays, charging your batteries while you're out playing and hanging out for the day. On the outside, you've got an exterior TV bracket. Again, we don't always want to just keep the fun inside. We want to bring it outside. And you're sitting out here in the chairs, hanging out, so you can watch a football game, kids can watch a movie, whatever you want to do here on the outside. But we include that bracket along with the male end for that bracket attachment inside the units. The hidden screen that we offer at the back, Nice thing with our hidden screens on the Hyper Lites is it's a full panoramic screen. So if you're sitting in the back end of a Hyper Lite hanging out, maybe you're having dinner, maybe you're playing some cards at night, or maybe you were one of the lucky ones to get a spot by the lake. Here, you can pull that screen down from the top. It's fully retractable. It flips back up with an ease. If the dog happens to go blasting through it, it's made to give and instantly release. So you're not tearing and replacing screens, but it gives you a nice view of the outdoors. If you happen to be indoors and it happens to be one of those chilly spring mornings or a late fall, almost all of our models offer a 35,000 BTU furnace standard on the Hyper Lites. In this price point, you're lucky if you get a 20,000 BTU. Also standard in all of our Hyper Lites, which add to the efficiency of our units, is we include the Radiant technology, which is a double reflective layer of foil. Now we put that in our roof, our floors, our slide out floors. We wrap the front profile of your Hyper Lites, and we also put a layer down into your fully enclosed underbelly. Now, here at XLR, we don't throw out big numbers on our R factors, but what we do is give you this foil layer for a more efficient heating and cooling of your unit. So come summertime, the biggest advantage of this foil layer is that you have 97% reflectivity. That means only 3% of the sun's rays are coming into your unit. It's allowing your air conditioner to operate much more efficiently. Okay, so now that 35,000 BTU furnace that you're using is now retaining 97% of that heat. So it's a much more efficient heating and cooling in your unit. We mentioned again the shaker style passage doors. Those are into your bedrooms, into your bathrooms. Again, we're not using just the flat, slick, cheap door that you could basically put your fist through real quick. It's a shaker style, it's a real wood door. Back in your garage areas, these garage areas have become anything but just a garage. So now they're living rooms, they're bedrooms, the main function is bunkhouses. Okay, so we've really spruced that up with the wainscoting back in the garage areas to turn that into an additional space. So overall, if you're looking for something you can have fun in, doesn't weigh a ton, doesn't require a big truck, XLR Hyper Lite is your option there. We've designed it for today's half-ton trucks, and it hits the mark on every aspect of that. Every single model in a Hyper Lite is towable by today's half-ton pickup trucks. We look forward to seeing you out on the road.